Hi everybody, Lorraine Peters from Advanced Living, and welcome to August 30th video tip of the week. So I told you a couple of weeks ago that I would promise to add more back to school relevant information in my video tips of the week. And so this week again, I'm dedicating it to back to school. It's a really hectic, busy time of year, and sometimes if we don't plan for it properly, the transition can be really difficult to say the least, and this gets increased relative to how many kids you have to get ready to go back to school and to work yourself back into a routine and a structure. So it's busy for everybody. Even people who don't have kids have to get back to getting familiar with slowing down, stopping at crosswalks, getting behind school buses, that kind of thing. So whether you have children or not, September is usually a transition for everybody. So I have come up with what I call the 5 things you can do to make a healthy transition to the school year. And so at the top of my list is, typically, I know I'm generalizing here, but typically it's the moms that handle a lot of the coordination and calculation of how things go in the school year. So my number one thing is you have to buy yourself a calendar for busy moms or something like that. If it's a calendar that goes on your wall, make sure it has big enough blocks to write things in. We live too hectic lives now to even dream that we don't have to be organized and write things down that we're committed to. So number one thing on the list to get yourself organized is get yourself a calendar, a pocket organizer, or on your iPhone, or however you do it. You need to have a calendar of events and what you're committed to. Second on my list is, moms, you've got to slot in time for yourself. Even if it's 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, don't be a martyr. Everybody knows you have to have a little bit of time to yourself, and probably you're going to have to plan for it and slot it in, or it's not going to happen. At least that's the way it is in my life, but I do take that time for myself no matter what. Third thing on the list is have some structure. For those of us who are more our personalities are more, fly by the seat of our pants. That's great when you're a teenager or in your early 20s, but you know what, folks? If you've got a busy family and a hectic work life and a hectic social life in terms of kids' activities, that just is not going to cut it. It's not going to fly. You have to have some structure. So for those of us who don't like to have a lot of structure, I would at least urge you to have a set time for homework, have a set time for supper time, and have a concrete bedtime. So those are the 3, that's the skinny down version of structure, probably in my house anyway. And number 4 is get enough sleep. This is always important. Sleep affects everything. So you can't exercise if you're overtired and you're cranky and that kind of thing. So knowing how much sleep you need, because it's different for everybody, so get enough sleep. And finally, from a health perspective, and studies far and wide show that families who eat together have much closer family ties. They have children who are more productive and do well in school, children who are less inclined to get into trouble. So I would really like to see people have at least 3 meals together as a family. I know to say sit down at your table and have a meal is probably going to be a little difficult, but make it a priority and put it in your plans at least to have 3 home-cooked meals together as a family every week. So I hope this helped you out, just the 5 things that you can do to be healthier and more organized heading into the school year. So until next week, be well, be active, and I'll see you soon.